So I wanted to share with you a little bit about this ministry that God gave to me about 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I went to a church called Calvary Christian Center, and I met Dolly and Ron, and I met the Johnsons, and I met a few others here from that church, and I was on fire. As soon as I dedicated my life to Christ, I was on fire. Dolly would say I hit the ground and I never stopped running. And so I just, every day for like 6 months, I would say, I just prayed constantly of what God wanted me to do with my life, what my calling was, if I had a calling on my life. Because I was just receiving all these encouragements and learning how to be in my faith and reading the Word and really getting into things. And I knew I had a calling in my life. I just didn't know what. So about 6 months later, it was at one of the FCMI conferences, the very first one. And I had been in constant prayer that week for that conference. And Dolly and I were working together, and we were going to the conference together. And someone handed her a free meal. And she turns around and blesses me with the meal. And she's like, here you go. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this food? And so as I'm driving home, I passed these two homeless men in a parking lot down on Watt Avenue. And Holy Spirit tells me, go bless that meal to those men. Go give those men that meal. And so I pulled into the parking lot. It was over 100 degrees. It was in July. And I was like, okay. And so I went and got out of my car, and I was alone and going and approaching